Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 11 o'clock, September 14th, and I'm doing it a little later because I know we had some issues with model data last night, so if you're going to wait a little later. And it was a nice, fairly sunny day, a little haze in the afternoon, but warm. Right now, you can see this is the secondary cold front that's coming through. Um, and looking at our almanac for the day here, which we'll actually go to here, which I should have loaded before, but I didn't. Um, Looking at our almanac, you'll see it was significantly above normal today, just to show you how much it was. So normal observed value at islip was 80, normal high 76, so 4 degrees above normal. Another day above normal here we're dealing with. So let's look at the current conditions outside right now, depending on where you are. Kind of a mild night, dropping in some areas where there's radiational cooling, but other areas it's not. So you can see Farmingdale still holding on to 72 degrees. 76 at the quad. We have that west wind off the city. That's why. But at West Hampton is down to 57 already. So you can see that there, 57 at West Hampton. And let's see, New Jersey cooling off a little bit too, 63 in Toms River. But here in the western part of Long Island, it seems like it's kind of mild out there tonight. Now let's go look at the highs for the day. And you'll see low 80s pretty much across the island. North Shore is a little cooler. Generally low 80s, west to northwest winds throughout the day. And again, you had those low 80s. So that, again, is about 4 to 7 degrees above normal, considering what the normal high is supposed to be today. And that's, significantly above normal. We'll look at what the conditions were at islip today as well. And you'll see we have pretty much that west wind continuing, so that's keeping the temperatures up tonight. We're not seeing the winds die down, though they have died down a little bit out east. You can see temperatures were around 80 degrees, west-northwest winds for a good part of the afternoon there, low 80s. Like I said, the sky was decent. I could have gone to the Pines, but I'm gonna try to go tomorrow when it's a little cooler. It's not, I don't know, not feeling too well today. I don't know why. Maybe that has to do with that smoke in the air. We just have a little bit of that too. So this is what's going on here is the high-resolution satellite. So it looks like we had fairly clear skies, but then as the day wore on, you could see some of this Q field came in, and there was a little bit of that smoke over here, the Great Lakes. Here's the smoke you can see. So I'll have to see. Hopefully this gets pushed south tomorrow with the secondary cold front. We're going to look at the smoke model in a moment here. You can see it's spreading all the way over the Great Lakes. Still fires going in California here. See a big one over there. That one's still going. And then you have another one over here in Canada. So, yep, still have these fires going, producing smoke. And messing up the air quality for us. So let's now go take a look at the latest with the tropics, because we will talk about the smoke when we get to the forecast. We have a new tropical storm. It's Tropical Storm Fiona, and the latest public advisory. The tropical storm watch is now issued for portions of the northern Leeward Islands around 11 p.m. Its location 16.7 north, 52.8 west. 650 miles east of the Leeward Islands. Maximum sustained winds at 50 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 16 miles an hour. Minimum sun's pressure 10,002 millibars, 29.59 inches. And you can see we already have, we're going to go to the map right now, and you'll see here, go to this, you'll see that they keep this a tropical storm for the most part, but they see they have it impacting these Leeward Islands here, and the other islands may have to watch out. So this is the next system they have to watch, but they don't have it strengthening too much. We'll look at some of the models in regards to that. You see, they don't have it strengthening too much. So let's take a look at what it looks like on the satellite right now. And let's see if they have Fiona listed here, which they do not. So it just got a name. I think it's a 7. They called it 7, but this is Fiona right here, I think. And you can see, yeah, it's definitely in a strengthening mode. You can see it. It's definitely got the good outflow going, and it's definitely in a strengthening mode. We can also look at it on the this satellite as well. Here it is. It's clear as day to see. And we can also go and look at it on the other satellite, Geoscos. Let's see if they have. Yeah, here's Fiona. Okay, so yeah, there's Fiona. And again, looking like it's definitely in a strengthening phase. Just got its name very short while ago. It was just a an area they watched, and then it became a tropical storm pretty quickly. So let's go take a look at what the models are doing with this thing right now, and look at the spaghetti models, and you'll see they all have it kind of impacting the Leeward Islands. And the strength, they don't really have it getting much above a tropical storm except for one. But we'll have to keep an eye. You see, you still have it as Tropical Storm 7, so it just got its name. So now let's go and talk about the wildfire smoke and take a look at the latest models here. And it still only have up to a certain amount. I don't know. It's very hard to get these. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me see. Maybe the 0Z is fully in. All right, we have the 0Z. Good. All right, so this sometimes takes a while to come in, which is why I did the weather update later tonight. So let's take a look at this vertically integrated smoke here model, and gotta wait for it to load. Sometimes it'll take its time to load. So maybe we'll do some. Here it goes. So you can see it does clear out, but then it comes back. Especially as we get to it Friday. I think this is Friday. It's gonna be really bad on Friday. For tomorrow, at least the first part of tomorrow should be good. But maybe later in the afternoon we'll start seeing it, and then by Friday we're really going to be in some pretty thick smoke here for a little bit here as this whole area of smoke kind of comes through. So we're going to be dealing with this wildfire smoke again pretty bad, and at least in the upper levels. I have to actually, there is a surface smoke model, near surface smoke model too, which we can also show. And I'm pretty sure all of this is a loft, but we'll take a look at the near surface one as well and see. Because sometimes it can travel far, sometimes you have a little bit of it mixed down. And let's see. Looks like none of it's near the surface, so it's all loft. We're not going to deal with any smoke at the surface, but it will create some haze in our skies. You saw it a little bit this afternoon, and we're going to see it again on Friday and maybe tomorrow afternoon too, later in the day. Hopefully we can get some clear skies for at least part of the day. But yeah, it's a lot of smoke in the mid-levels right there. So let's now go and look at the models now and talk about what's happening. So we have this high again building down. You can see the issue is it's shallow trough, so the high has been building down, kind of sliding down through the north. But it will bring in cooler air for tomorrow. Because again, today we had highs in the low 80s, dew points in the mid 50s, which is considered a cool day if it was August or July, but it is now mid-September. We should have a cool day where it's only in the low 70s and dew points in the 40s, and the air mass will be more September-like for tomorrow. High pressure builds in and gives us that nice air. Obviously, at the surface, we'll have that smoke aloft, especially on Friday. And then that high starts moving offshore by the weekend. That gives us the return southwesterly flow and brings those temperatures up again into the 80s. And as we head into next week, you'll see, again, no really big cold fronts coming through. And that might be Fiona right there. So it actually brings it a pretty good strut and threatens the East Coast, then kind of moves away. This is a ways away here. It's next weekend. But, not going to read too much into it. But, bear watch. It bears watching as we head forward. But right now, it's just too far in the future to really, say where it's at, what's going to exactly happen, and what the impacts will be. So let's now go and look at the HRRR model, or do we still stick with the GFS at this point? Let's just stick with the GFS at this point because we are just we don't have any precipitation to look at, which is generally we're not going to have any rain chances. It's going to be dry. We're going to be in a very big, long, dry spell again. So here we go tomorrow. You'll see drier air coming. You see today we had the real cool air doesn't get here until tomorrow, and tomorrow will feel refreshing. And low dew points there in the 30s and possibly 40s. Same for Friday. And then we'll start seeing that southerly flow develop on Saturday and Sunday, and that's when we start seeing the southwesterly flow. That brings the temperatures up. Here we are Monday with the southwesterly flow. Still dealing with it on Tuesday, and then another cold front does come in on Tuesday and bring some temperatures, at least the dew points down, but the temperatures will remain above normal. So let's look at our temperatures, and you'll see today was kind of warm. Tonight's kind of warm. Tomorrow will be a lot cooler, especially on Long Island. It looks like it has the temperatures down only in the low to mid 70s. Jersey could still get close to 80. And then for Friday, you'll see, again, it'll still be comfortable, mid to upper 70s. But then we start seeing things start heat up again. And lows at night, well, at night we could have lows, depending on where you are. Tomorrow night I think we'll have lows probably dropping into the depending on if the winds drop off, but probably around 60 degrees. And and then those Pine Barrens even cooler than that, 40s probably. And same thing overnight, Friday and Saturday, we'll see those lows again. But then Saturdays, when things start to heat up a little bit, here we are, highs get closer to 80. And then Sunday, we're really heating up here. Highs only lows, low to mid 80s perhaps. And then Monday, mid 80s to maybe around 90 in New Jersey. And then more heat again on Tuesday. And then it cools off a little bit by next Wednesday, but not. And then after that, Thursday, look at that, heats up again. So, yeah, above normal again, continuing. We need this cooler air that's off to the north to get in here. That would finally bring us some nice, big cool down, but that's way into the future. I'm not really going to cover too much of the long range in this weather update. Maybe tomorrow. So, good news is here's the skies. Clear skies tomorrow. Hopefully, mostly clear, but we may have some of that hazy smoke come in later in the day. And then Friday, we'll see more of the cirrus clouds perhaps come in, and then we'll be dealing with some of those on Saturday. But not that many. And then Sunday, we have less clouds again. And then the only chance for rain would be, it looks like Monday. That would be it. With this, and even that, it doesn't really look like it's giving. That doesn't even give us that much rain. Let's see what we got here for total accumulated not total snowfall. That's total accumulated precip. Nothing. I think we're dry. Yeah, here we go again with the drought. Here we go again, almost right through the end of the month. No more rain. Unbelievable. This drought is just unbelievable, I'll tell you. Some areas got some rain, you know what I mean, but it's the usual areas. The areas that are suffering the most, the South Shore, particularly the South Shore, nothing. And here we are again with no rain. So let's go to the skies. We'll go back to the skies here, and we'll get some of the other models like the RGM. So here's the skies on the RGM. We're flirting with a little cirrus today, too, off to the south. But tomorrow we should have mostly sunny. We'll have some of these clouds in the cold front maybe early in the morning, and then mostly clear for the rest of the day. Nice and comfortable, except for the haze that might come in later in the day. And then for Friday, it's not showing as much of the cirrus, so I don't expect too much cirrus in these 0Z models because we are later tonight. So, there'll be plenty of sunshine on Friday, but again, it could be a lot of that haze around, at least for part of the day, due to that wildfire smoke. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But other than that, it's going to be more comfortable tomorrow, and it'll feel a little more September-like. But for those who really want some really major fall cool downs, unfortunately, we're just not seeing it. As we continue to deal with this dry and warm pattern that we've been stuck in for most of the summer. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Thank you for watching.